Welcome to Universal's Islands of Adventure. We're here to check out the boutique. They've got a bunch of the Horror Nights merchandise released, so we're going to go check it out for the first time because we haven't been back. We actually were here the day before they released the merchandise the last time, so we're going to check that out. Then we're going to go to Universal Studios because they got a ton of new props up this week. So come with us to Universal and enjoy this spooky little adventure. Starting tomorrow, a bunch of the Orange County schools and stuff will start going back to school. So it should be less crowded over the next coming weeks, especially at the beginning of September after Labor Day. So definitely come to the parks. We're going to check out the crowds and kind of see what the wait times are as well today, just to kind of gauge how busy it is with all the schools going back. Scariest part of Halloween horror. Oh wait, just kidding. It did just rain here at Universal. I don't know what's on, like their ground is made of, but my shoes don't usually have problems gripping the ground, but today, man, it's slippery. So bring your good shoes to Universal. We're going to head into All Hallows Eve boutique and see some Halloween merch. So it was the day after we came in here and first saw it for the first time that they released a bunch of the Halloween Horror Nights stuff. But they do have the classical monsters, Legends Collide. They got the Blumhouse ornament. They have this t-shirt, but I'm interested in these because they have added some new merch for Halloween Horror Nights starting in September 2nd. And we'll be here opening night. That's where everybody else in Orlando. $30. That's a cool, I like that hat a lot. Studio Screamers, so they do have a lot of the Studio Screamers merch. Necklaces, some earrings as well. I like that, that's like Casper looking. We got lanyard stuff here. So your lanyard pouch, which a lot of people put their tickets in. Every day is Halloween. That's like a lanyard that you can put IDs and stuff in on the back there. And then they got your classical monsters here. And some Frankenstein bags. Very cool. I really do like that hat though. And I've been looking kind of for like a baseball hat. So that might be perfect for me. Some more classical monsters. I can't wait for this house. I texted Matt today because he was updating me on all the Horror Night stuff that was dropping today. And I was most excited about this house here. Oh, that's kind of fun. It's like an Egyptian art travel mug. The classical monsters on it. Mummy. Dracula. It is $29. It's very big too. It's like a good travel size. And then they have the shirt here too. That's got like the black light. You can't really see it because it's not really in its black light over here. But I think there is some in the back that we'll definitely check out. Nothing on the back, but I like that shirt. $40. I will say though, if it's like, if these are the length of the sleeves, I'm not a big fan of the real short sleeve. I know that doesn't make sense, but you know when the sleeves are too short? Yeah. Ornaments, $18. Got Frankenstein. Mummy. And I couldn't reach these because there were people looking at them, but the Wolfman ornament. Ooh, and all of them. The Bride of Frankenstein. Little Boo. I mean, that's cool, but like, I mean, I like the back of it better, but I don't know. It's decent. It's cute. There's some more Halloween Horror Night stuff. It does look like they're gonna have like the cat, the pumpkin, and the skull. It does look very like 90s, kind of a fun Halloween Horror Night kind of vibe, festival vibe. Same one, right? Oh no, this one's different. Wow, I do like that. $20. Not bad. Ooh, yeah. This one's a lot of fun. It's orange. The light doesn't do very good justice here, but it's like a jack-o'-lantern orange. And they have it every day is Halloween. All right. 28 bucks. There's a good, better look at that glass that we saw over there. Although, no, this one's different. This one's got like the fun Halloween stuff on it, like a very vintage Halloween. And then you got the classical monsters. Legends collide. I want to drop it. It's a lot of fun there. 12 bucks for these. Not bad. Not a bad price at all. They do have the lunch boxes we've seen before. I really like this flannel. Like
I kept finding him in the most
hot during our October here is not it's not cool out usually. So I think you'll sweat in this, but it is a cool, I can't hang it up. It is a really cool shirt. It's a flannel, it's black flannel, it's got like gray and black in it. But every day is Halloween. I like that. 75 bucks. It's pretty cool. And you got this one, it's every day is Halloween. I just love that they're like, this is like the kind of decoration we had in the 90s when I was a kid. I love that. You got some like leggings, $35. Those are cool. I like those. They do have the light up bracelets. And it's got like Halloween Horror Nights 31 on it. It's got a skull, pumpkins, maybe just pumpkins, but yeah, just pumpkins. Like that. And it lights up. It's fun. 13 bucks. Nope, 12 bucks. Plus tax. Halloween Horror Nights bag. A reusable bag here. And then they have this like beanie. And again, it's really tough to wear these in Florida just because it just never gets that cold. This shot glass. I really like the pumpkin and the ghosties that they're using. I like this shirt. Let's see if they got anything else. I think that's pretty much all I see. Nope, there's one. Oh, they got more stuff back here, okay. We got this Halloween Horror Nights one. Fiesta de Chupacabras? Maybe? It feels like, okay, there's a bar over there that we're gonna see today in Universal for the Fiesta de Chupacabras. And I think that's what they're going for here. 30 bucks. It's very nice, it's very soft. The biggest mistake I made last year is first year here and I didn't get a Horror Night shirt for the houses. And I regret it all the time. There's a kid's tee. Halloween Horror Nights. Okay, there's that in the black light. It closed. They have this wood sign as well. Like that a lot. That is a lot of fun. 37 bucks. I do feel like their merchandise for Horror Nights right now is just so unassuming. Makes you feel safe, and you're really not. And just so you can find it, it's like right across from the Delicious Kebab store. I did want to show you one more thing. You can still do this as well, where you can add your, I guess your headstone, I don't know, plaque to the end of the Halloween tribute store, which is currently under construction now. So they're making the switch over for Halloween Horror Nights. All right, so far I'm really digging the Halloween merchandise for Horror Nights because it's like that vintage Halloween. Reminds me of when I was a kid and going to like fall festivals, decorating the front porch and things like that. So I'm really, really liking what they've released so far. And with the boutique, keep it year round. Like if it's Halloween year round here, like you say it is, let's keep it because I really do enjoy all the merchandise that they've come out with. And I really like that store a lot. I could spend like 30 to 40 minutes in there just looking around at all the stuff hidden up on the walls and different things like that. It'd be interesting to see if Universal could like tell you the different nods that it had to the Horror Nights houses, because I just feel like when you're walking in there, there's a little bit more of like different nods and stuff, but it's a lot of fun. Highly recommend going to it. It is at Islands of Adventure, so you'll have to head over there, check it out, and then head Universal, which we're doing right now, to check out the rest of the Halloween Horror Nights stuff. I don't know why, but like the mist and stuff off the Universal like globe right there reminds me so much of like Horror Nights, and just the fog that's coming with it. It gets me so excited. I'm so excited to do another year. You do have lighting trusses and stuff. There is some up here as well. You can kind of see them sticking up high, up above right here. So a lot of Halloween Horror Nights entrance things. The medallion will go up eventually when they've announced the houses. The houses banners will go up. So looking forward to all of that. And I'm really looking forward. I love like the pre-show that you get as it's opening. So I'm excited to see what the icons are doing, or the icon is doing, on the start of Halloween Horror Nights. This is the most excited that I've been doing these vlogs coming into one of the parks, especially because Halloween Horror Nights is starting to put out a lot more props today and over the last week, which we haven't been here to see. So let's go check all of the stuff out. This is easily one of the most exciting times of year now, especially in Central Florida. You got all the parks doing their Halloween stuff. We've got tickets to go to Howl-O-Scream. We're gonna get tickets to go to Mickey's Not So Scary, because it's back to its full glory. And I've got the Frequent Fear Plus pass to come to Universal Horror Nights. But I'm so excited to show you guys what's kind of popped up today, kind of go over what we expect, and it's pretty much finalized. We're just waiting on the official confirmation from Universal Studios on what the Horror Nights stuff is. These are definitely new. These have not been here, at least in videos that I've seen. I haven't watched over the last couple of days, but these two props are new. Here, they've got speakers here as well. So they're definitely gonna have some scare actors and stuff hiding back here. It's gonna be like a pretty intense little scare, I think, here. So they've also added like sticks and moss to the Halloween Horror Nights props that we've seen. So yeah, that's pretty fun. Wow, there's so much now. Like they really are starting to finalize the scare zone. They've already got the lights and stuff up, ready to go. They've got it pointed at the different little scare zone areas where they're gonna make some jump scares here. So yeah, they've got some like moss put up on the building as well now. Some big speakers back there as well. Those are crazy looking. Right, so Horror Night Nightmares does a fantastic job of doing like spec maps, and they've got this designated as the deadly unrest. So zombies, right? Like some kind of zombie creatures. I'm hoping, because it's kind of got like that deep south kind of feel to it and like gothic feel to it, that it's going to be like swamp zombies or something crazy, right? Because I mean, like I feel like the moss, the trees and stuff like that are very like southern, because the moss typically is found more in your southern states. So hopefully Nettlewoods, and Nettlewood sounds like a southern place, right? At least that's what I think. So I'm thinking we're definitely gonna get some zombies, obviously, but I think we're gonna get some like swamp creatures, which I'm all for. That'd be a lot of fun. We're gonna go into the 5 and Dime and see if they've got anything as far as Horror Nights is concerned, but I don't know. I didn't see any when I was walking by earlier. I mean, they do have the classical monster stuff, but not Halloween Horror Nights specific things, but a lot of the merchandise that you can kind of just see. So yeah, they do have a little bit. They'd have the Horrors of Blumhouse t-shirt, the ornament, and then they have like the Legends Collide Never Go Alone ornaments over here. So yeah, in the 5 and Dime. Also with Horror Nights going on, a great picture op right here is Mel's Diner, because of the fog and stuff and the lights, like the neon lights, it's such a cool vibe, and honestly it feels like Stranger Things. Before we go check out that lighting truss, this is supposedly going to be scarecrows, and it makes sense because those platforms up there, as those scare actors would be high up above, and we'd have all of this happening down below, as they are scarecrows kind of hang out in the fields. But let's go check out some of this lighting truss work over here and what it could possibly mean. Just at the entrance of Central Park, they've got this smaller lighting truss. It makes me think there's going to be some kind of stage or smaller stage here, where the light or whatever is going to be used up there is going to light some kind of stage here, put some speakers in there, and you'd be all set for like a little zone to enter the scare zone here. So here is the new bar that we're checking out. And it looks like it's going to be themed to Fiesta de Chupacabras, which is one of the houses that's rumored And with all the merchandise that just dropped today, because I did see that over in the boutique, the Horror Nights stuff, I think that we're pretty safe bet to say that Chupacabras is coming as a house here. But they do. I mean, they've got it all set up. There's gonna be a menu. Wow. This is major impressive. I love the colors. That's a lot of fun. I'm thinking margaritas, right? All sorts of like maybe some nachos or something. Like they could do some like little nachos back here. I gotta try to talk over the wannabe Smash Mouth guys. But you've got like ladders now going up, so there are definitely gonna be scare actors up here for Halloween Horror Nights. Maybe some signs, maybe some lights up here, kind of pointing down on these different platforms. It is interesting that there's two on each, like, or one on each side. I don't know, like it's fascinating to me. Maybe something happens between the two, they interact with one another. But I don't know, it looks like there could be lights, could be some signage, but they've really progressed on this scare zone because, I mean, when we walked through it before, I mean, they were starting to slowly add all those little platforms, but now they've got speakers everywhere, they've got lighting trusses everywhere. The lights are actually up on these lighting trusses, so it's moving quite along now. Before we get going too far, I did want to point out, these are the food booths and stuff that they're going to be using for food and wine. They got different bars here as well, so you can get some drinks, and these little tents here all across this little area, all the way down towards Simpsons. But walking this way, there are usually two Horror Night houses back here, and they've used the queue lines for some of these attractions back here to house some of the queues for Halloween Horror Nights. And again, just kind of give you an idea where those are. This is where they're going to do the pizza fries. SpongeBob is there. But if you walk this way, supposedly back here, there are supposed to be some entrances that go kind of back here and tuck back here into some of the Horror Night houses. Something we've never done is we've never met Donkey and Shrek and Fiona, but they're now meeting back here in like this DreamWorks destination area. But over here to the left, that's where you can meet Shrek. Actually, you know what? I think that's where the Barney store used to be, if I'm not wrong. Usually you'll enter back through here, you'll kind of walk through Curious George, and it'll shoot you back out towards the backstage or back area where the team members go, but it doesn't look like you can see anything noticeable back here for Horror Nights. And these are where two of the houses usually are and are assumed to be, but we'll keep checking back. But usually these are the hardest ones to see because they really don't do any theming down here until you get towards the back. So I can tell when I'm getting back into the grind of work, I always forget things. Like I keep forgetting things. I keep having to go back and reshooting things and taking pictures, all sorts of things. But we walked all the way back there by Curious George, and I didn't tell you what those houses were going to be. It is going to be the weekend after hours Nightmare. So the weekend, the artist is going to have a house here, and supposedly he's supposed to be like kind of following you throughout the house. But then you also have what was it? It was back there, the Monsters Legend Collide. So Classical Monsters Legends Collide is also supposed to be back there, according to the spec maps. Horror Nights is so close. I mean, just looking at that last scare zone just shows you we're just weeks away, and that gets you really excited. I am excited to kind of see all the merchandise and everything being released. I was kind of hoping today maybe there was a chance that they would drop the house names. I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe it does. That'd be a lot of fun. So we're going to head back here, see if they're doing anything back here where these two Horror Nights houses usually are. See if there's anything that kind of give us a hint as to maybe what's back here, but we'll go over the spec map once we go back there. All right, so we were here, what, about a week ago, a little over a week ago, and they had the construction walls up here because they were doing some work on this sidewalk, and now we can definitely see that this is all, this is all new sidewalk. So yeah, nothing special, but that being said, back here are where two of our Horror Nights houses are going to be. So let's talk a little bit about which Horror Nights houses are going to be back here. Again, because we did that last video, but might as well do it this video as well. So Bugs Eaten Alive is going to be back here supposedly, and the Descendants of Destruction, which are both original houses. So I don't know, the Bugs Eaten Alive, like we talked about last time, people are freaking scared to death, including me, of bugs, spiders, and all sorts of different things. So maybe they'll have a ton of that stuff, and it'll just be like that creepy crawly kind of stuff. So really, really looking forward to these two houses. So we're heading over the bridge back over towards like the London area. That's where the two theater shows are going to be, but they do have a tent set up here for another, looks like what could be a bar and a place to grab something to eat. So there's another option. Lighting truss, lighting truss, headed back towards this way, which isn't like usually the start of the scare zone. The scare zone usually starts back beyond the night bus, the big purple night bus for Harry Potter. But they do have some lighting trusses up here that'll do some ambiance lighting for Halloween Horror Nights. Can we pretend that there's going to be a day in our lifetime where J.K. Rowling actually lets them do like a Horror Nights like scare zone for like, you know, like the Death Eaters or Dementors or all things creepy in Harry Potter? One can dream. All right, right across from King's Cross, you got what's going to be, and this scare zone is going to be Coven Witches. So I'm assuming that this bar back here, or bars, should I say, are going to be witch themed. So maybe some cool like witches brew or something. That like maybe the drinks do some cool things. I feel like you've got a lot of opportunities here, Universal, if you're going to make this into that Coven Witches theme kind of thing. If it's going to be like a witches area, but they have a bar here. They've got a bar on the back side. There's 2 bars back there on that back side, and then there's one right here. But yeah, some like maybe some languages that the witches can kind of translate, do some spells. But again, there's 3 bars back there. I walked back there earlier, but the camera did not save that footage. But they're like 3 bar areas. I mean, it's got like the same kind of theming. It's like that stone, and it's got like the lettering on the side of it, like a different language, which I'm assuming could be spells. So this could be a pretty cool bar idea, I think. All right, so we're gonna walk out of here, and this bar, just kind of show you where we are. You've got this amazing pictures over here in the Western Brickworks. There is that San Francisco pastry company on this side as well, and it's kind of right back behind that pastry company. But it's going to be pretty neat, I think, and I think this scare zone is going to be very interesting. I don't think it's going to be, I wouldn't say it's going to be completely freaky, but I'll say I think it'll be pretty cool, because I think anything you're doing with witches and like spells and demented kind of things, I think that's going to be a lot of fun just to see. But again, huge stage right here. We didn't see this last time. And then this stage has kind of like a cauldron over here. Maybe do some, I don't know, brewing of some spell or potion, sorry. But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty awesome little thing here. And then you got your lighting trusses that we really haven't updated. But again, they're lighting trusses, and they do now have speakers on them. So definitely a scare zone. But it'd be interesting to see when they do confirm it, if it is indeed the Witches Coven. Back here beside Fast and Furious Supercharged, there is a Horror Nights house tent. I've done it every single time that we've updated. It's just the tent. You can't see anything else besides the back of the tent. And I'm assuming the entrance is over there where we just were. But yeah, there's a Horror Nights house back here, and it's going to be the Horrors of Blumhouse. So interested to see if that is indeed the case. All right, so I'm not the most observant person in the world, but I don't think these lights have ever been here. I think I would have noticed them. Yeah, so I think these are all new that are hanging down across. And it makes sense, I guess, down here, because they do have what looks like festival props, like fall festival kind of stuff. This one's rumored to be Candy Mutants, so I wonder how they kind of tie that in, because it is very fall festival. And I could see maybe like you get candy there, or cotton candy, or treats and stuff, and they're all, you know, shaped like that, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if that is the case, how they kind of twist it. What's happening? Horror Nights? What the heck are they looking at? Oh, okay. Well, that's different. So, yeah. I'm sure some of you have seen this before if you've seen other people's Horror Night updates. But, Scary Pumpkin. Mummy, not open yet. Oh, they got them on both sides here. Oh, I passed a couple when I wasn't being observant because I was looking at the lights. So, yeah. Looks like it is going to be Candy Mutants, because we have Major Sweets here. That looks like it could have some really scary stuff in it. It definitely looks like a dead body. Huh. You know what's funny is we actually saw this in like the beginning stages when it was just that black platform. So maybe that other, I mean, obviously I think that other platform over there in Central Park is going to be different, but you know what's fun is I just saw a family get up there. But I mean, if you came up upon this, you'd be, oh, this is cute. And then if you come in a month, and you're not so cute. So they do have some like fog machines in there to see, and some lights. So I do think they're going to be using fog elements. All right, so now I guess we can kind of revisit, kind of look back at that little photo op down here in front of the mummy. Oh, it's got a sign. The Bicentennial Halloween Hometown Fall Halloween Festival Parade. Proud sponsor of Major Sweets Candy Company, so definitely going to be Candy Mutants. Interesting. So this all is going to be Candy Mutants, which is what the spec maps had. And if you look, they've got like this little op right here. It looks like a dead body, or maybe a dead Candy Mutant, kind of leaning up against that. Huh. Some like wood chips. Don't see anything like candy specific, but like Children of the Corn maybe. No, I'm kidding. Mummy not open yet, but it does look like they have the lights on in here. Test vehicle is back out, but the black scrim is still up. So no movement yet. The tribute store is making its switch, and I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, as a lot of people are suggesting it would be like a haunted theater kind of thing, which would be very cool. But yeah, closed for the summer, and now we wait. Back here, you see the lighting truss there. You're going to enter through these backstage areas, or like back areas where team members are going to be able to go, but you're going to have the Fiesta de Chupacabras and the Dead Man's Wharf back here. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be interesting to kind of see if they branch that way, because it kind of makes it look like it is going to go that way, because that truss is right there. And usually you go that way because there's big studios over here back behind Rip Ride Rocket. But that lighting truss is confusing to me because I haven't been here yet when they've opened that area. And I'm sure they have in years past, but again, because this is only my second year covering it, I think you're going to go that way. And that's the exit of the tribute store. Some more food booths. Universal, can you please do me a favor and like bring back the fried Uncrustable? Like retheme it and name it after another one of the characters, like Dracula's Uncrustable or something. It was so good. But yeah, these are little food and drink areas. So yeah, and like I said, right away they're not as crowded, but throughout the night you will have times where you have to wait quite a bit for food and drinks here at Horror Nights. Rumor has it that this house back here is going to be Halloween. I feel like they do like all the really good classical haunts back here, because last year I believe Texas Chainsaw was back here as well. So, and I think also you entered, I want to say you entered in the back, but you came around to these different stages back here, and this is where the Legendary Monsters house was. So, but yeah, there's a bar back here. It looks like they actually do have like what appears to be a menu sign going up now, I think, or is that just the back of it? I can't tell. That looks like a menu sign, but not much here, except the fact that they have an entrance to a Horror Nights house right under a Rip Ride Rocket. This is interesting. They got some guys working on the Halloween Horror Nights trusses over here. These are not real construction. How's it going? Yeah. Not those, but yeah, those aren't the real technical entertainment guys. These guys are. But they're just putting some scrim up around the trusses. So, but yeah, some work being done while we're here. That's exciting. Usually it's done in the dark of the night, and we don't get to see it until the morning. Really excited to see all the Halloween Horror Night props up. We're starting to really see what these scare zones are going to be made of. I'm really excited for the Candy Mutants because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But I'm looking forward to September 2nd, opening night of Halloween Horror Nights. It is select dates throughout the month of September and October. It is a separately ticketed event, so you do have to pay extra on top of day passes. If you do want to get into Halloween Horror Nights, you can buy the passes or the annual passes. They also have other VIP options, so make sure to check out Halloween Horror Nights. And I'll link their account down below. You can find it easily by typing it in. But we're really excited for Halloween Horror Nights 31. We hope you are too. We hope to see you guys in the next video, and we really do hope to see you guys at Halloween Horror Nights 31 and at the parks.